This is evaluation question 6, and the question is,
what have you learnt about technologies and what process of constructing your product?
The first technology that was used was Adobe Audition, and it was something that we'd never used before, and it was used in the post-production as we went on different websites to get royalty from sound, and we went on Adobe Audition and we learned that it allowed us to compose our own sound by placing various sounds together, making sure that they were timing and they were in sync with the film, and we made sure that whatever we edited was correct and that it suited the needs of our final product. And it gave us control, of what the product, the final outcome, and we were more sure of what the outcome would be as we were able to compose our own sound. And we learned on Adobe Audition that we could fade the sound out towards the end, which is something we did towards the end of the soundtrack, where the sound fades towards the end and then it heightens again to appear, to create an entrance for the name of the film to appear.
the technology we used was Adobe After Effects. This allowed us to change and apply effects to different parts of the film, so we're able to use the layer technique on the actual software to time the effects how we needed them. It also meant we could film in a natural lighting and then add our chosen effects afterwards. We're able to establish different times with the layer effects because we filmed different parts of the film and then merged them in between each other. We're also able to add institutional titles with this because we used it last. We're able to make titles red and use the font that we choose for each title, and we're able to make them appear where we wanted them to. Because it was the last thing we used, it enabled us to produce our final media product, and we're able to put the sound on with the film and then render it all together. It also allowed us to edit and experiment with different effects before we decided on a final effect. So although we went with the blue tint in the end on the stalker parts, we didn't use that first. We tried green and red, and then we decided on blue tint. We used the blue tint because it makes it look grungy, and the black and white allowed us to establish different times throughout the film. So the audience are more able to establish what times happen when, and what's happening before, what's happening now.
With Adobe Premiere Pro, it allowed us to make our footage continuous, and we were also able to organise our clips and put them in order. And it's also allowed us to select preferred footage. It also allowed us to condense our footage into 1 minute 45 seconds, and with it we were also able to film long cuts and then crop them using Premiere Pro, and then this allowed us to cross-cut and to show distortion within our thriller. In conclusion, the significance of all three technologies that we use allowed us to meet the demands of our final outcome.
We also learned that the three technologies are important as they're a major part of the filming, and whatever we do in these technologies will affect the final outcome that we get.
We also felt that we had a great scope on all three technologies, so it allowed us to change ideas throughout the production. So for example with Audition, we're able to merge tracks together and also change the volume of each track.